Alright, so we are back with another Dokkan battle video this time. It's been a little less than 3 months, but just a couple of days before my birthday, I might as well just put out some sort of video that I wanted to do. And I'm bringing back this now. Like I said, it has been 3 months, so I don't think anything has changed from my previous tier list since that time. And oh. Wow, this definitely does need to change. And yes, I added a D tier list because there are a couple of units on here that do deserve to be on D tier for a couple of reasons. One, I see that I haven't been using some of the units that I wanted to use lately, probably because there's content that they probably cannot handle. And second, they're not putting out as much power as they used to be, as how we used to see them in their prime, or as they gradually aged or haven't aged, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at all of this. But first, I think we should move some units up and down a bit. So let's start. I will have to move down a couple of units. This guy's going down, or here actually. One reason why is because people say he sucks. He genuinely sucks, even though he's made for long content. That's because of his transformation and active skill, or exchange mechanic, then transformation. Two, he does have good things for Boo units, so if you're running a Majin Power team or a Power Absorption team, he definitely works. Or Artificial Life Forms. Probably like he's the only one that has an Artificial Life Forms. We do need another one. And three, uh, he, his active skill takes way too long. Just as long as Gotenks, but play Gotenks has a much better use than this Boo. Let's be clear here. I feel like that's just the case of it. But yeah, he definitely deserved to go down. Second, I wanted to bring down who did I want to bring down exactly? Okay. I hate doing this to people. I'm bringing down Videl. Okay. Videl is a great unit. She's still really good up to this day. But the only reason why I'm bringing her down is because of her link set. Her link set is pretty shitty. Her link set is pretty shitty. I could totally understand why people would not, even though she can clear like at least every piece of content in game that is released. Her link set is very shitty, and you do not like shitty link units. So she's amazing, but she just has very shitty links. From down here, I would say Boo. Going down to A tier. Yeah, great support, but as I've seen so far, he has taken way too much damage from even the most hardest content that I've ran, and he is still trash. He's a really great support, just that I wish they gave him some sort of starting attack and defensive buff. That would have made this unit so much better. But they decided not to do that for the ZCA. But at least he's still pretty good for support. Not gonna lie. I think I've used him multiple times for different kinds of showcases, but I feel like it was about that time where he had to be lowered down from S tier to like A tier or B tier at best. But I might keep him here just because of how good of a support he is. But unfortunately, he has to be bumped down again. Who else? Let's see. Maybe I'm going to. Should I put down someone again? I think I should. Kefla. Yeah, she hasn't gotten that much use. She's aged a bit, and even though she can deal with at least majority of the content, hard events such as the Legendary Goku event, I don't. Yeah, the Legendary GT Goku event or the Legendary Vegeta, she would probably get massacred pretty quickly. SBR wise, I think she could do fine. The normal Legendary Goku event, she could probably do fine as well. Things such as the God of Destruction event, I think she can handle it herself. Just don't think that's not going to be enough. But even though we do have some new rapid growth support or units like Krillin and Gohan who are insane, um, it's just not there anymore. I don't think she's at that level anymore, but she's still somewhat of a good lead for the category itself, and she is the only one, so I will leave her up in this area for S tier. D tier. There is one unit in here that's D tier. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah. I will have to bump down Goku to D tier. Because, yeah, he does get defense, but it's only for 10 turns. Even though he's a powerful unit, I just don't see Super Saiyan 3s getting that much play anymore. We do need more Super Saiyan 3s. We do. And even though we just got a buff for them, which was it? The AGL Super Saiyan Transforming Goku? Even though he does buff, some of the categories that are in there, uh, it's just not enough. I'm sorry, it's just not enough anymore. Who else? Who else deserves to go down there? Just drop down Beerus. I'm gonna drop him down right there. Who else? Mm, Turles goes down. Great support, but his. Okay, no. I'm leaving him up here. What am I doing? I'm leaving him. Zamasu, not great. He's not too great of a Realm of Gods unit anymore. But we still need more of those. Who else? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So for now, I'm going to bump up some of the EZAs up here. So let me see. Who's the new EZA that we got? Cooler. Who else? Goku. And these guys. Yeah. So we're gonna start up with the EZAs for all the new Dokkan Fest units, and then we're gonna go into the new ones. So starting off, we have Cooler. Cooler, great leader skill for pretty much like any piece of content, really, or depending on which event you're running. His super attack effect isn't too incredibly insane. His defense debuff just increased, so still not great, but at least he has a greater he has a better passive now. He gets 120% attack and defense, which is still the same. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super, and then he gets an additional 8% attack and defense per each attack performed up to a max of 80%, which is calculated separately. So what is that? A total of 296% attack and defense after 10 attacks. That is very, very good. And considering his rainbow stats, he is going to hit like a freaking truck. A freight train, if I would say for myself. That is the reason why I am going to bump him up. Where is he? Where's Cooler at? Did I lose him? Yeah, Cooler's gonna get bumped up to triple S tier. Definitely a very powerful unit. Very great links, like an amazing link set pretty much. Out of the freaking gate. A great buff to pretty much all the categories that he's on. Insane stats. And all in all, this is a great EZA. I felt like he was underwhelming on paper, but then when you consider his stats and how he works with his links as well, this is not a unit you want to mess around with. And I am so ready to see his ECA come to global because I have him on JP and he's so amazing. But I think I have him like 2 dupes, so that would make him so much better. But I'm gonna leave him where he is. But yeah, that's Cooler right there. Goku definitely did surprise me a bit. First of all, yeah, he literally went from like a one-liner to like a multiple piece man. First of all, he is a rainbow changer. He has a 50% chance to randomly change key spears to a excluding tech types to rainbow key spears, which is really good considering how he's built. He gets 130% attack and defense. He gets 30% attack and defense per rainbow key spear, which means he's going to hit like a freaking like a massacre, like a freaking freight train. And he's effective against all types for 7 turns. Yeah, I know 7 turns isn't that much, but he is still going to be very defensively great here and here because he gets attack and defense for 1 turn, and if you give him additionals, he's going to have a better chance of actually stunning the enemy. So And considering his leader skill is great as well, this guy ain't too bad. His links, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan's great. Was it Over in the Flash, Limit Breaking Form, and First Battle? It's a pretty good link set. Not gonna lie. It's also a great buff to all these categories right now. Here, right down there. His stats may not be amazing, like amazing, but it is still really good. 18k health, almost 20,000 attack, and almost 11,000 defense. That's still insanely good. So finally, after all this time, he has been in C tier ever since 2020. And now he's gonna get buffed up. He's gonna get bumped up to pretty much. It's kind of hard between going from these two. I'm going to say this right now, double S tier. He fits pretty much up above S tier, maybe around down here, but definitely like above S tier at best, just because of how good he is. Stats, he can pretty much like clear a majority of the content needed. I'm pretty sure he could also complete the legendary Vegeta event as well, but that's just my assumption. I haven't really tested him out yet on that event, but I'll definitely get to him. But Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, definitely an amazing upgrade after 4 years of being good to terrible to insane to a great EZA. So definitely a unit actually worth pulling for. Next up we have Frieza and Transforming Goku. Both of them have been staying in A tier for a long while, 3 years to be exact. Or a little more than 3 years actually. Second of all, their EZAs are incredibly insane. Like, they're very good. The only main difference between them is the fact that their links are different and their mechanic when they transform are different, or when they get their recovery or damage reduction, it's a little different. So that's the only difference. Frieza gets recovery, while Goku gets damage reduction. I don't know personally. I depends on your priority, whatever event you run. Let's say for example, you want to take less damage but still heal. I feel like this definitely works a lot more. I feel like Goku's mechanics work a lot more, work better than Frieza. But if you prioritize health while having a good amount of defense, I'd say I would prioritize Frieza's over Goku's in terms of mechanics as well. In terms of links, Frieza is definitely better than Goku's because his links dramatically change, I believe, in here. Yeah, Godly Power, Warrior Gods, Shocking Speed. They're dramatically changing, and the only link that stays the same is All in the Family. And how many units are in? How many units are in All in the Family? And it's a defense link, by the way. Oh, he's in there. That's pretty good. B-Pan's in there. Yeah, there's actually a pretty good amount of units that are really good in here. But Goku's still an amazing unit. Frieza's also an amazing unit, but I feel like there's one thing I prioritize one over the other. It's their links and the categories that they're on. And their stats too. What are Frieza's and Goku's stats? Almost 20,000 health, 21,000 attack, almost 12,000 defense, almost 19k health, 21,000 attack, and oh wow. Goku's stats are actually better than Frieza's, sort of. But they kind of had they did this because of how they're built, like I said, and they are a transforming unit as well, so they do go up a bit every turn until they reach up to this point. Same thing with this Goku, going up from Super Saiyan 2, 3, God, and then Blue. But I don't know where to put them. It's kind of hard for me to put them somewhere. I feel like they're both in the same realm with each other. It's just that one has better links than the other. So if I were to like put them priority in terms of each other, then definitely I would say this right now, triple S tier for both of them. Strong, they stack attack and defense on Super. They get more attack and defense every time they transform. Higher damage reduction slash healing, depending on their passives. Their link set, I would say I would swap them like this, because Frieza has better link sets than Goku. But in terms of usefulness, Goku definitely is better than Frieza. Well, in terms of like mechanics wise, but I feel like this way is the better ranking. And keep in mind that I only do this whenever two units that have sort of similar passives uh yeah, I only rank or prioritize one unit over the other if if their passives are actually kind of similar to each other. Just like Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's. This is kind of the same thing, but not really, because the only difference between them, like I said, is just links, stats, categories, and then mechanics, passive wise. But they belong in that realm, and I think that is the correct realm for them. But let's move on. That is Frieza, Goku. All right, here we go. Alright, so starting off with the May to June Dokkan Fest unit, which is Gohan. Oh, he does introduce the brand new Heavenly Events category, and let me tell you this, it's not bad. The category is not bad. You have Garlic Jr., who's stupid busted with freaking who knows what. He's a busted support. Gohan's also a really good support as well. Was it? Yeah, he gives all allies 3 key 58% defense. That is huge. That is definitely a huge support buff right there. Then you have units like LR Gohan. This support is actually still very good. Gotenks, you got Vegeta. Vegeta's stupid busted, guaranteed crits left and right, guaranteed stuns left and right, not even a single chance for any units to surpass this guy. Except for the LRs, but you guys get the point. You also have Physical Gotenks, who's amazing. 50% support, I believe, was it this guy's a 50% support? Yeah. 50% support Boo, who's good. Easy A Physical Trunks is also amazing. But the category is particularly small. But as long as they get more support or more buffs or units added to this category, the category is okay, but definitely could use some more help, which is where the Bond Master Disciple category does come into play, because this category is also pretty, it's medium sized. Yeah, because you have this Gohan in there, you got LR Gohan, you got Master Roshi, you got Trunks, you got her, I forgot what, okay, Margarita, you got Blue Vegeta, yeah, right there, Blue Vegeta. You got some pretty good support right there. You also got this Gohan right there. But yeah, this is actually a really big category, medium-sized category with a small category, so he ain't too bad. He does stack defense, which is great, does immense damage, and has a medium chance to stun. So, perfect units for very long events. And he also does have a unit super. The only way you can activate this is if you have a ally whose name includes Piccolo or Krillin on the team. They don't have to be on rotation, they just have to be on the team. His passive gets 158% defense. He then gets 158% attack when performing a super. He then gets an additional 58% attack and defense when there's another Heavenly Events category ally in the same rotation or in the same turn. He also gets an additional 58% attack, stuns the attacked enemy when performing a super after receiving an attack, and then gives all that support to all allies, 3 key, 58% defense, which is amazing, insanely stupid. But the Heavenly Events category is still pretty small. He has an active skill where he recovers 30% HP, and then guards all attacks for 1 turn and gives all allies an additional 20% defense for 2 turns. So on top of the 50% defense that he gets from this, and this, he also gets an additional 20% defense. So his defense is going to skyrocket, pretty much, if he uses his active skill. Plus he heals, and guards. So basically he's going to take like single digit damage at best. But the only way you can pretty much activate it is if you reach 58% or less HP, which technically isn't too hard depending on how your rotations are. His links are Innocence, Demonic Ways, Saiyan Warrior Race, All the Family, the Saiyan Lineage, Gaze of Respect, and Fierce Battle, which it's an okay link set. His categories are Hybrid Saiyans, Goku's Family, Youth, Mana Master Disciple, Planetary Destruction. Okay. I remember reading this, I was like, why is he on Planetary Destruction? It's because this guy destroyed a freaking moon. Or did he destroy a moon? Or he destroyed, or he opened the dead zone. I think that's how it works. I think that's how it was in the filler arc. And he's on heavenly events. His stats aren't too crazy, but when you factor in his defense that he gets, it's taking like no tomorrow. That's how it is. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, it's just only counting his attack buff. What the hell, Wiki? Where's his defense? All I know is that he's gonna be taking like no tomorrow. But a very strong unit. His links may be a little wonky, but he does give support. Unconditional support. From here, and from here. And he heals on active. He greatly raises attack on super. Has a high chance to stun. Ooh, nice. And then sacks defense. So, where he stands right now, I'd say he stands right here. For now. Maybe I could be wrong. I could just place him on triple S tier. He can pretty much survive a lot of content for sure. Like, I'd say all the content at best. But like I said, it depends on how he's built. Or it depends on what kind of units you would run. But that's how I see it. And oh, I'm gonna have to bump. I will bump Gohan down for now. You'll see why in the future. Goku and Vegeta, another Goku and Vegeta unit. Finally, an LR Super Gogeta. I wish there was a standard SLR Super Gogeta. That would have been cool. But this works too. They kind of work similar to. They actually work similar, very similar to the SCR Goku and Vegeta. Raise attack and defense on Super and 12 and 18 key. Nothing. It's literally they're the polar opposite of SCR Super Vegito, or SCR Goku and Vegeta. They get 120% attack and defense. They reduce damage by 30%. They have a high. Oh, did they have that before? Let me go check Pure Saiyans for a second. So, where's it? No, is it? Yeah. Let me check Pure Saiyans. Let's see. Pure Saiyans. Here they are. No. They don't change orbs. Nice. They randomly change orbs. That's very. Oh, that's a 50% though. I don't like the fact that they do 50% chance to change. I'd rather just have that guaranteed one right off the bat. They get 2 key per Rainbow Key Spear. I wish they had this. They have 1 key, additional key per Key Spear obtained, or per type. Okay, may not be per type, but I'd rather just have plus 1 key per Key Spear. But this definitely works as well because they're a Rainbow Orb Changer, so it makes sense for them to have this. And they have a medium chance, just like this one. One thing I do not like about this unit is the fact that you need to be higher than 70%, when clearly, when you use the active skill, you heal. I'd rather be less than 70% HP than be over 70% HP. Dude, they were battle damaged. They literally took hits left and right from Janemba in order to get to Super Gogeta. Why would they do that? I don't know why. The condition is so weird. It works. It definitely works. It's not that hard to get, but come on. One thing's for sure, they can survive as much content as this guy can, for sure. Definitely 100%. Their links are really good. Categories, they're insane. Stats, also very insane. 21,000 HP, 21,000 attack, and 14k defense. They're an LR. What would you expect out of this? And second, when they use their active skill, it's the same thing on their 12 and 18 key. Oh, by the way, they do introduce the time limit category. I should be taking a look at this one too. So the time limit category is just basically units that have a certain time limit, depending on if they're fused, if they're revived. I think so, right? Yeah, Golden Frieza's on there. Kefla, of course. Goku, Gogeta's. Pretty much every fusion of some sort is on here, just because of that. And including the Resurrected Warriors. So it just makes sense for them to have that. He gets 150% attack and defense on at the start of turn with the ability to be effective against all types. Has a 70% chance to do a crit, which is great. Randomly change. So this time he guarantees a guaranteed rainbow orb changer. Yeah. Why didn't they do that for pre-active skill unit? I have no idea why. He gets 5 key and reduces damage by 30% and foresees enemy super attacks for 5. Okay. 5 turns may be a bit of a stretch, but it works. But I'd rather have that damage reduction for a very long time. Let's just say that. And plus, he introduces a brand new mechanic that lets him nullify specific super attacks. For this case, he has the ability to nullify melee-based super attacks, so only physical combat super attacks are the only super attacks that he can pretty much combat, which is not very often. It's not a very common super attack for enemies to throw off, unless they actually do it. Which is, like I said, it's not very common. So this is not going to pop off as often, unless you're going up against, well, let's say for example you're in Legendary GT Goku event, you're going up to the very last phase. I think this is definitely something that he cannot avoid, for one. Like I said, it just depends on the enemy that has this mechanic, but it's cool. You take no damage. His links do change a bit. Was it Golden Warrior, Fuse Spider, Kamehameha, and Prepare for Battle on Super Saiyan? Oh no, it's just these four. Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Fuse Spider, and Kamehameha. They change from Saiyan Warrior Race, Experienced Spiders, the Saiyan Lineage, and Shocking Speed. Those are the only 3 links that change, right? Yeah. No, 4. Yeah, those are the only 4 that change. Categories: Fusion, Pure Saiyans, Joint Forces, Movie Heroes, of course. Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Otherworld Warriors, Final Trump Card, Connected Hope, Powerful Comeback, and Time Limit. Of course, they're an amazing unit. They do have a lot of great things that they can do for a majority of the content. Unfortunately, the only thing that does like drop them is basically this weird active skill condition. It could have been 70% or below, but who knew that giving them who knew that giving them something like this would make them better? It does technically not. So I will put them at triple S tier. It's just because of that, but they can clear much everything else. That they can clear like any piece of content, but it's just that active skill alone really just kind of drops them from Z tier. I'm sorry. But maybe you guys can convince me to just bring him back up. I like I said, it's just how it works. I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's pretty much that. They also do lead the Connected Hope category. Next up, we have the best TOR in the game. I don't think we don't need to talk about this actually. Well, technically we do. So, he's the first Pure Saiyans lead to have a 170% attack and defense. So finally, Pure Saiyans have a 170% lead, which is amazing. But Super Vegeta also introduces the Attained Evolution category, which isn't bad actually. Unfortunately, there's no sub-lead for the category yet, or category support for it. So maybe by the time a few more do come out, we'll definitely see probably a sub-lead for this category as well as a support. But as of right now, there is not. Uh, we're in the $350 million overage, so there's not going to be any. You have Gohan on here. You got this Vegeta, that's amazing. He's still pretty good to this day. Frieza's pretty good. These two are pretty good. Boo's amazing. Goku's amazing. Vegeta, I'll talk about him at the very end. She's good. ECA, please. Pretty much, this category isn't bad. You got Topo on here is great. Who else? You got this Vegeta who's actually pretty insane. For his ECA. This Trunks is pretty good. You got some of the good physical units in here like Trunks, Goku, Gotenks, Frieza. Yeah, this category is actually like pretty good, and including the biggest category in the game. This is actually a really good leader skill, a combo actually. He guarantees crits for one turn, which is insane. Because if you give him additionals, he's gonna be hitting like a goddamn freight train turn 1. That's all I'm gonna say. He does get an additional 50% attack and defense when he does super. He gets 150% attack and defense. Then he gets was it another one after getting hits? Then he gets an additional 50% through active, which it's pretty easy to get technically. Oh, actually it's not, because 5 turns still it's still a little long, but it works. But he has to get hit once in order for this to activate, and it does help a bit. Links, I don't think I need to worry about those categories. He's pretty much good on all of them. Stats, they're pretty good. What's his total though? Total of 400. Oh, damn, son, 400%. That excludes the active skill, and if you include the active skill, it is 650% attack and 462%. Oh, damn. Does he include stuns? Oh yeah, he stuns the attacked enemy. That's right. Yeah, no chance. No chance, boy. This guy deserves to be on Z tier 100%. I'm sorry, but he definitely deserves to be up there. Alright, the final 2 LRs that I want to talk about, or the 2 new Dokkan Fest units, are Super Saiyan Goku and then Frieza. Now, Frieza is definitely better than Goku. I just pulled Goku first. If you guys haven't seen my summoning videos, I did pull Goku first because I like Goku. I've had many controversies with Goku in the past, where during the 6th anniversary I wasn't able to pull one single copy of UI Goku until 1000 stones later. Yeah, that's great. Great job. Both of them do have the same super attack mechanic, so it won't really matter. They both introduced 2 new categories. We'll start with Goku's, which is Legendary Existence. The Legendary Existence category is actually pretty good. You got UI Goku, you got this UI Goku, you got himself, you got Tapion and Minosha, you got Broly, Demon King Piccolo. You definitely have, was it Goku, Tapion, who else? Broly, Hit, Bojack, Goku, this UI Goku right down there. It's a pretty small category, but it is pretty good, I suppose. Now we're gonna take a look at Sworn Enemies. Now, Sworn Enemies, you definitely got him. You got this guy. You got Demon King Piccolo, who's also in there. You got Incel. You got this guy, who's insane. You got Freeze. You got this Frieza as well. Buhan, or Bootanks. Golden Frieza. Cell. Buff Boo. Golden Frieza, you got a good amount of extreme class units that do fit well within this category. It's basically just all the Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Super bosses? Or it's just Dragon Ball Z? Yes, basically all OG Dragon Ball bosses up to Dragon Ball Z, pretty much. But let's take a look at their passive. So, first off, oh yeah, he's also Planet Namek Psycho Ball. This guy's Super Saiyans. Their passive, 2 key 159% attack and defense. Launches an additional within the same turn after receiving an attack. Gets an additional 15% attack and a medium chance to launch an additional as a second or third attacker. Gets 1 key up to a max of 3 key at the start of each turn. Gets an additional 59% when there's an extreme class enemy, and then purports to crit when there's an enemy whose name includes Brisa. This part does not pop off pretty often. But all of this does. Just that very last one does not. His active skill greatly raises attack temporarily, and then does ultimate damage. You can only do this when you're facing one enemy, and who's extreme class, and HP is less than 30%. Yeah, that's actually pretty good, personally. But it just depends on how far you'll go to get that 30%, or, wait, right? I think so. I think you have to be less than 30% HP for that, but yeah. Links are pretty good, because you can link this up with freaking AGL LR Gohan, who's literally his like best linking partner by far. He's pretty much good on all his categories, and he has really good stats. And he stands right there at Z tier as well. And then we have Frieza. Like I said, Frieza is definitely better than Goku in terms of usefulness. One, he has his kind of the exact okay, let me see for a second. Gets 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. Launches an additional super attack within the same. Okay, yeah, definitely has a better. No, Goku has that too. Gets an additional 100% attack for 6 turns from the start of turn. Okay. Gets 50% attack from the 7th turn. Gets 1 key up to a max of 3 with an additional 50% when there's a super class. Performs a crit when there's an enemy whose name includes Goku. Yeah. Definitely better. Definitely better. Not gonna lie. One thing I should quote is that this guy is mostly better against Goku, while Goku is better against Frieza. So in terms of priority, definitely this is the way to go. But the reason why I dropped this guy down is because he sucks, still sucks till this day, unfortunately. Rough, pretty rough. And who else should I drop down? I think I'm gonna drop. Yeah, I think I'm going to drop Jiren to A tier. Unfortunately, he's not that great anymore. Still pretty good when you link him up with LR Jiren, but not the greatest lead anymore. I want to personally put this guy down here. I really wanted to. He has not. Okay, I've done a rainbow showcase for him, okay? And for some reason, he does not transform. He did not transform during my showcase, which pisses me off. Still pisses me off till this day. But, he's a good unit, but just has a terrible transformation mechanic. It's a stupid bullcrap of a chance instead of a guaranteed chance. Like, come on. And I'm gonna bump you down as well. I'm bumping down a lot of units, that's for sure. Bumping you down. What about triple S tier? I think I have to bump. I know I have to bump someone down, but who is it again? Oh yeah, gonna bump you down. Where's Piccolo? Is Piccolo up here? I think Piccolo is. Oh yeah. They both do fall in the same realm no matter what, so I'll leave them up here for now, but let me expand out of this so you guys can see the entire tier list. But this is my tier list. I know people are going to be pissed and upset, so guess what? You guys can comment as much as you want down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, just so that I know that you guys at least enjoyed watching the video. Let me know if you guys have any questions on this tier list and why I put these units up there, I'll try my best to answer them as best as I can. You can always ask a bunch of other questions as well for other stuff. But let me know what you guys think of this tier list in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to sub. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you do so. And as always, guys, with this very long 40-minute video, I will see you guys in the next one.